Hi, I have a very important question for you. Now, can you answer this? Are you a mindless eater or a mindful eater? My name is Jim O'Connor from a website called wellnessword.com, as in W-O-R-D. Now, it's America's top consumer advocate fitness, fat loss, and health website or resource. Now, that particular question, are you a mindful or mindless eater? Here's the sad news. A majority of people are mindless eaters. They don't even think about what they're doing. They don't plan ahead. They just react and they just eat. And they don't even consider the caloric intake or anything. They just live for the particular second. They're mindless eaters. Now, my definition of a mindless eater is basically this. And mindless eaters, guess what? Their chances of being obese or overweight are significant. So if you're a little overweight right now and you want to make a change, I commend you. But the first thing you need to do is you need to master being a mindful eater, not a mindless eater. That's the first step. And I know that you can do it. So let's go over the definitions of a mindless eater. Is this you? Here's a mindless eater. They don't plan ahead at all. They don't think about meals or plan anything ahead. They just eat for the second or live for the second. They don't think about what they put in their mouths. They don't think about the caloric intake, the macronutrients, content, or any of the nutritious content. They don't look at the labels on the back. They just react to food whenever they want, however they want, and as much as they want. They basically eat for pleasure, living in the moment, like I mentioned earlier. And they have limited education when it comes to nutrition. That's a mindless eater. Now, a mindful eater, which I hope you can become, or I hope you are, is you plan your meals in advance. You consider their weekly macronutrient intake. You're balancing things out by eating 80% clean and 20%, sliding a little bit or not as clean as you should be, which is all right too. As long as you eat 80%, 80 to 90% I usually recommend. You read labels before eating things. That's what I do every day. I consider my diet on a daily basis. I pay attention to everything I put in my mouth, and I think you should as well. You'll live a better lifestyle. You will feel better, look better, and perform better if you do so. Now, mindful eaters also employ systems of checks and balances when it comes to what they put into their mouths. And they simply pay attention to what they put into their mouths. They're focused on that. It's important to them. They place priority on that in their lives. And that's what I want you to try to do to get to that level where you're doing the same thing. Now, the moral of the story, for maximum fat loss, you need to become a mindful eater and forget this mindless eating. Eating in front of the TV, multitask eating, all that kind of stuff. That's mindless type of eating. You don't want that. Plan ahead, because I know you can do it. Now, this is a huge tip right here that can help you excel your fat loss results. But I've got even better news. I've got more information for you. Great information. I have 19 other major tips. These are myths that I've basically have debunked, that I've accumulated all the myths in the industry, the fat loss fitness industry, and I've debunked each and every one of them. And I guarantee you're making 1, 2, 3, or maybe a dozen of these mistakes, and it's affecting your fat loss in your program. So what you need to do to get yourself square and understand what's going on is to go to www.wellnessword, as in WORD.com, and there I will grant you free access to 20 short videos, which will last maybe over a month's time. Every couple of days you'll get a video in your inbox, which is maybe 2 or 3 minutes. They're very short videos, but they're very empowering tips, just like what I just shared with you today. So what I recommend right now is don't wait one more second, go to www.wellnessword, as in WORD.com, and I'll see you at Wellness Word, and I am here to help, to take you by the hand, lead you forward, and to help you with that fat loss, because I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself and to get the truth about these myths. I'll see you at Wellness Word. Take care, and thank you for taking the time to watch this particular video. Have a great day.